And then the main ones are the SEC filings. So any public company is going to have these filings. The two main ones that you should probably be familiar with are 10Qs and 10Ks. So 10Qs are the quarterly filings. So 4 times a year, they're going to basically at the end of every quarter, they file one of these. And then a 10K is at the end of the year. And what this does is it provides a variety of different information that I'm going to cover on this next slide here. So I'm going to talk specifically about the 10K, but the format of a 10Q is very similar. So they'll release a 10Q at the end of Q1, quarter 2, and quarter 3. And then at the end of the year, they kind of have this jumbo version of a 10K that covers how the business performed throughout the whole year. So there's a few different sections. It'll start off with describing the business. So it'll describe the company's history, what are the main divisions, what are the products or services that it offers, and what are the markets that it operates in. So if you want to just really understand what the business does, this is a great place to start. This is obviously going to be a little more in depth than what you would get on their website, for example, but it's a great place to get a lot of really important information about what the business is. Then it'll also go over some risk factors. So they'll usually go through what they see as the most significant risks to the company. And this can include things like new market entrants, the threat of disruption, among others. So as you're trying to analyze this business and whether it could be a good investment, this is a great place to look to try and understand what potential risks might be facing this business. Then there's management discussion and analysis, also known as MD&A. And this is management basically providing some commentary on the company's performance in that past year, things that went well, things that didn't go well. And this is just a really good way to understand what happened this past year. Instead of just looking through a bunch of news articles, this kind of does a really good job of summarizing all that information in one place. Then the bulk of the 10K is going to be the financial statements. So this will include the audited financial statements of the company. So you'll have the 3 main statements. You'll have the income statement, the cash flow statement, and the balance sheet. But then you'll also have a lot of other supplemental financial statements and various other information about the company. But a lot of it won't necessarily be very applicable because there's a lot of really niche specific information that really isn't too necessary to get into. And then there's also, like I mentioned, supplementary disclosures. These clarify the financial statements and it also provides footnotes and just really provides all the information that an investor would need to understand the business.